Some of y'all stupid dog, but the man says he's his own prostitute. He said he had this expression that he was his own Mexican, meaning if it ever came to some grueling, vicious, hard labor, the man could flip a switch and he could, whatever. He could go from whitey-tighty, he could go to a super Mexican kind of guy who could lay in the gravels and shovel out ditches with his bare hands type of stuff. But anyways, the other thing was that the man, he said he was his own Mexican, but he also said, hey, I'm my own prostitute over here. I was like, what do you mean? He goes, yeah, I'm my own prostitute. Because what happened was the man was dating some of these lovely women, but these women, they realized the man really didn't have any money. He lived in a manor house. He saved up some money. He went on trips to Florida somehow, some way, every year for a month and a half. Every winter he left Western Kentucky, he goes to Florida. He says he's got some kind of property that he inherited up there in Pennsylvania, and someday he's going to build a tar paper shack on it with an outhouse. When the women find out that he's offering an outhouse, they're like, holy shit, you know what I'm saying? So he says, it took me a while to figure it out because I got the oxygen brain deprivation brain injury, okay? I'm not that smart. It happened when I was 9 years old. It's just well chronicled in the history of the whole thing, the dog post. Anyways, the man says, so after a while, I'm like, these girls, once they figure out I have no money, they're like, fuck you, whatever, bozo, get out of there. They turn on you. All of a sudden, you're no longer so charming. So what do? I string them along. I pretend, I save up $3,000 or $4,000. I piece it out. I spend it. First thing I apologize about my car. I said, I had to lend my car to my friend. I had to lend my car. He's got cancer. He's got to drive himself to the VFW, so I'm using my work car. So that's how I explained a little Ford Festiva. And then I saved up some cash, so we go out to a nice restaurant. We can go to a ball game, go to the movies. I'm always like, hey, let's upsell. Let's have an appetizer. Let's have coffee and dessert over here. You know what I'm saying? So I convinced these girls that I got the money, and then what do you think they do? What do you think happens? How do you think, So anyways, I'm my own prostitute because I'm prostituting myself, so to speak, because I'm lying to these women. And I'm spending my own money. I'm spending money, but I'm not spending it on them. I'm spending on both of us. So somehow I feel like that makes me my own prostitute. Even though the woman is not a prostitute, she's just a gold digger. I'm stringing her along for all my sexual needs. And, once the money runs out, I try to make it last. It's like, trying to get one extra thing, one extra go, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't usually work out that way, but at some point you got to step off the merry-go-round, because all of a sudden you got I'm running into debt. I'm going to have to let this woman go. I'm going to have to pay off all my debt and get back even and then start saving up for the next merry-go-round. But whatever. The man says, I'm my own prostitute because I take out my money. I spend it on a good time for me and the woman. I convince the woman that I'm rich without ever saying I'm rich or lying to her outwardly, but I spend the money and then they're all over you. They're all, happy times, jerky fest, and everything's awesome. That's how they're, whatever. It's the transactional life we all live. I don't even know, but these women are too hot for me to get any other way. See, that's the thing. I'm not even putting moves on these women. I almost use this counter thing, like, hey, I'm kind of religious. I don't think I want to have sex right away. And that makes them even more desirous to have sex if you've got them convinced you have money. And whatever, it's okay, because these women are so much younger than me. They're so much more beautiful. They're so much out of my league. I'm like, this is a merry-go-round ride. Once my money runs out, once I no longer have a ticket, you know what I'm saying? I'll step off. But I'm a stupid dog, and I was like, I understand what you're kind of saying, that your theory is that you are your own prostitute. Maybe you're your own pimp. Maybe you are your own pimp. He's like, no, that's not it. No, because I'm spending all the money, see? But I'm not really spending it on her. We're going to places that I like. We're going to my favorite restaurants. We're going to go do the things that I want to do. You see what I'm saying? She's along for the ride. She's convinced I must have some money. And I let her think that. And also, this girl's way out of my league. I'd never have a shot with this girl in a million years. And plus, I use this reverse psychology bullshit thing where I go, hey, I'm kind of religious. I don't know if we can hook up on the first night. That makes someone do everything. You know what I'm saying? It makes someone to jump on you. I don't know. I'm a stupid dog. The man has it worked out where he's his own prostitute, not his own pimp. But as far as I could tell, he is his own John. I think that would be the one thing it could say. He is his own John. But I'm a stupid dog. Don't worry about it.